This year marks the 100th anniversary of the canonization of Saint Thérèse of Lisieux, the Little Flower. And as you probably know, she's our patroness here at Catholic TV. So to celebrate, her traveling relics are making their way around the world, including a stop in San Antonio to the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Little Flower. So joining me now to talk about the significance of this visit and what Saint Therese's little way still offers us today is Father Gregory Ross, who serves at the Basilica. Father Gregory, welcome.
Thank you, Victoria. It's wonderful to be with you this morning.
Wonderful to have you. So the relics are going to be in San Antonio from October 31st to November 4th. What are some of the events that the National Shrine is going to be hosting on those days?
Well, we will be celebrating Masses. Archbishop Gustavo will be there Friday evening to welcome the relics. And throughout the day, we'll have Masses and public rosary, vespers. So just a lot of prayerful and liturgical events during these days.
And are people able to bring their own items to touch St. Therese's relics? And then I guess in that case, those items would then maybe become third-class relics?
That is correct, yes. Yeah, many people bring their rosaries or their brown scapulars of Our Lady of Mount Carmel or other, medals of St. Therese or other objects to touch to the relics. Yes, and that is true. When you touch an object to a first-class relic, like we're welcoming, that makes it a third-class relic.
And like for you, what are you most excited about seeing in the reliquary collection?
St. Therese is our patroness. We are the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Little Flower, and so to be able to welcome these pilgrim relics, it's almost feel like we're welcoming St. Therese home to her shrine. And so many people this past year or so have been talking about this event, and they can't wait to come visit St. Therese here at the Basilica. So I'm really looking forward to just being able to welcome everyone, all these friends and people who have been inspired by St. Therese, and to see the joy in their faces as they have this opportunity to venerate her relics here at the shrine.
And I'd love to hear a little bit more about your friendship with St. Therese. How has she helped you become closer to Jesus?
I first heard about St. Therese when I was in catechism to make my first communion. And my first communion teacher gave us a handwritten novena to St. Therese. And so she was the saint who would send you a rose. And I had no idea she was a Carmelite or anything. But as I was discerning my vocation to the priesthood, I felt her support along that journey. And then when I was a senior in college and first learned about the Carmelites and learned that St. Therese was a Carmelite, and I read her story of a soul, her spiritual autobiography, it was like the lights went on. And just her witnessing to God's merciful and humble love was, it's the gospel message, but when the way St. Therese presents it, it just really struck my heart, and I think it has touched the hearts of millions of people around the world, and that's why so many people love her and are eager to visit her relics at the Basilica.
And like you just said, St. Therese was a Discalced Carmelite. You're a Discalced Carmelite. Can you just tell us a little bit more about your order and also what that word Discalced means?
Right. That's the number one question we get. What does Discalced mean? It means literally barefoot or unshod. It was when St. Teresa of Avila renewed the Carmelites with St. John of the Cross in the 1500s in Spain. There was a lot of renewal of religious orders, and the sign of the renewal was to go barefoot. So that's, we wear sandals today. But our mission is primarily that of prayer for the church, to be a community dedicated to prayer, to contemplation, for the church, in order to be a praying presence in the church. Just like our Blessed Mother Mary was united in prayer with the apostles and continued to pray and support them as they went out to proclaim the gospel. That's kind of what our Carmelite nuns do. And in the Gospels, when we see Jesus praying in solitude and teaching his disciples how to pray, that is kind of the mission of the Discalced Carmelite friars, to live that life of prayer and community and to help foster that life of prayer among the faithful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's beautiful to see you doing that, living out that call in your own life. So what website can people go to learn more about this reliquary collection and to perhaps visit San Antonio to see it?
Well, our website is littleflowerbasilica.org, littleflowerbasilica.org, and the whole schedule of what's going to be happening during the Relics visit will be on that website. And also there's a link, there's a national website about her tour. But we invite people to visit our website, to see our schedule, and to come join us at the Basilica for this really historic occasion that's such a blessing for our community.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish it was here in Boston too. So, Father Gregory Ross, thank you so much.
Thank you, Victoria. God bless you.